Happy Friday. This is our vinyasa flow. We'll just need a set of blocks for today. When you get set up, go and make your way to a child's pose. Draw your knees wide. Sink your hips towards your heels. Reach your arms long to the top of the mat. Focusing on your breath. Noticing your rib cage expand on your inhale. Release on your exhales. Taking notice how your rib cage expands in all dimensions as you take in another big sip of air in. Full exhale out through the lungs. On your next inhale, fill all the way to the top. Maybe taking one more sip of air if you can. Now sealing your lips, breathing in and out through your nose, creating heat within your body using only your breath. Walk your hands in toward your midline, keeping your left knee bent. I'm going to turn and pivot you all. So left leg stays in that child pose. We're going to extend our right leg long for a single leg child's pose. We're turning your arms back to the top of the mat, stretching and reaching full length. Single leg happy baby. Forehead returns back to the floor under your block or a mat. Big breath in. Big breath out. As you hold your hips towards your heels, reach your fingertips over to the left side of your mat. Inhale, come back to center. This time walking your hands over to the right side of your mat, maybe towards your right toes. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your palms in towards your left knee. Draw your right knee in, out to a diagonal, heels in towards your hips. Extend your left leg long, single leg happy baby, this time on this side. Release your hands back out in front of you, allowing your forehead or your chin to come to the floor or a block. Big breath in. Big breath out. On your next breath in, reach your fingertips over to the right side of the mat. Inhale, come back to center. Now walking your hands over to the left side. Inhale, come back to center. Walk your hands in towards your right knee. Draw your left knee in. Now we're going to find a tabletop at the center of our mat. Wrists under our shoulders, knees under our hips. Tuck your toes, hammock your belly towards the floor, lift your gaze, spread your collarbone wide. On your exhale, press into the tops of your feet, round your spine, gaze towards your navel. Inhale, tuck your toes, lift your gaze, tailbone to the sky. Exhale, press it all away as you create space between your shoulder blades. Continuing here through tabletop cat and cow with your breath. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you round your spine. Once more with your breath. Inhale, come back to a neutral spine. Bump your hips side to side as if you're trying to wag your tail. Returning back to center, tuck your toes, walk your hands a palm print forward, lift your hips to the sky. Coming to our first downward facing dog of the morning. Begin by pressing your heels in towards the floor, activating the back side of your body. Stay here, begin to bend into one knee. Shifting between ankles, pedaling out your heels, allowing your hips to sway side to side. With a deep bend in both of your knees, walk your feet towards your wrists, coming to the top of the mat, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins, crown of your head point away from your hips. Exhale, forward fold. Slowly rise all the way up, head, neck, and shoulders last to your right. Shoulders down and back. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, stagger your right foot behind the left, curtsy stance. Allow your left hand to grab your right wrist. Bending over to the left side, pressing the hips to the right. Inhale, come back to center, planting your right foot under your hip. Staggering your left foot back. Right hand grabs left wrist. This time, side bend to the right, hips to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, release your hands to the low of your back. Fingertips facing down, or you can bind your hands. Press your hips forward, gaze up to the diagonal. Stay here, begin to draw your gaze along an imaginary line, pressing your hips even more forward. On your exhale, come back to center, slow and steady. Continuing with that exhale, release your hands on the back side of your legs. Reach for your heels. Now reach for your toes. Inhale, half lift, hands to shins. Up dog your chest. Exhale, forward fold. Plant your hands, step or hop your feet back, coming into a high plank. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. Once you arrive, untuck your toes, pressing to the tops of your feet. Little to no weight in your palms. Squeeze your backside, lift your chest. Exhale, lower back down. Let's repeat that one more time. Inhale, press into the tops of your feet. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Relax your shoulders away from your ears. Exhale, lower back down. Walk your hands to your lower rib cage. Exhale, press up, full cobra. Option to find upward facing dog by hovering your thighs. Flow through tabletop or directly to downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, deep bend and extend to one knee at a time. Coming back to your breath. Big inhale, big exhale. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Bend your right knee, stack your hip. Add some movement to your right toes, ankle, maybe circling out your right hip. Gently come back to center, kick your right leg up, squaring out the hips. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step your knee in between your palms. Lower your left heel 45 degrees. Warrior one. Inhale, rise up. Deep bend that front knee. Inhale, find length. Hips are square. Exhale, release your arms to the horizon. Continue reaching down. Left arm sweeps under the right, eagle arms. Option one, grab opposite elbows. Option two, grab opposite palms. Inhale, lift your chest, gentle back bend. Feel the stretch between your shoulder blades. Exhale, forward fold. Left elbow comes to the inside of your right knee. Humble warrior. Inhale, rise. Pull that right hip back. Left hip presses forward. Exhale, humble warrior, crunch. Once more, inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your hands to frame your right foot. From here, hands can be on the floor or on blocks at any height. We're going to pull that right hip back as we take out a slight or maybe the full bend in your front right knee to find pyramid pose. Continuing to pull that right hip back, pressing your left hip forward. You can find length through the crown of your head to the top of your mat, or you can fold forward, bringing your forehead towards your knee. Back heel is grounded. Toes are at 45. Left toes gently point off to about 9 o'clock. Keeping your left hand on the floor on a block inside of your right foot. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky. Revolve pyramid. Big breath in. Big breath out. Keep pulling that right hip back. Release your right hand to meet the outside of your right foot. Pivot your left toes. Find your runner's lunge. Deep bend your front knee. Plant your hands. Step your right foot back. Option to hover. Option to lower that right leg. Exhale. Flowing through chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, we'll all meet back in downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels. Big breath in. Big breath out. Lowering your right heel towards the floor. Lift your left leg to the sky, three-legged dog. Bend your left knee, stacking your hip, finding scorpion pose on this side. Maybe adding some movement to your left hip, ankle, or toes. Inhale, kick your left leg straight back, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Lower your back right heel 45 degrees. Deepen that front knee. Inhale, rise up, warrior one, left side. Shoulders stacked over the hips. Imagine your feet are on railroad tracks. So you can toe heel that front foot over to the left side of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, arms out to the horizon. Right arm comes under the left this time. Grabbing opposite hands or shoulders, eagle arms. Inhale, lift, gentle back bend, gaze up, look up. Exhale, humble warrior. Right elbow to the inside of your left knee. Keeping a deep in that left knee, back leg is straight. Inhale, lift, 2 more times. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. We're going to hold the crunch here, humble warrior. Release the bind of your hands. Plant your hands to the floor to frame your left foot on the floor or on blocks. Draw that left hip back. Taking out a bend in your left knee. You can always keep a micro bend in your front knee for a deeper stretch. Try to completely straighten that leg. Lifting through the crown of your head or releasing your forehead toward your knee. Left toes at 12 o'clock. Right toes remain at that diagonal about 3 o'clock. This time you're rotating your hips counterclockwise. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. Plant your right hand on the inside of your left foot on the floor on a block. Inhale, reach your left arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Continue to rotate those hips counterclockwise. Release your left hand to meet the outside of your left foot. Bend into your left knee, pivot your right toes, plant your hands, step your left foot back. Option to hover, option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower down, full chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out the heels, big breath in, big breath out. Make sure you're breathing. All right, inhale, right leg lifts, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, runner's lunge. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders over your hips, both toes facing forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold, peer over the right toes. Spark those fingers behind you. Keep the arms straight, reach the arms around. Continue to reach forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your left toes, open your left arm out to the horizon, warrior two. Imagine you're trying to split your mat between your right heel and your left arch. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten legs, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two, gaze over your right fingertips. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift and stay. Release your left arm down your left leg. Reverse your triangle. Bump your hips to the top of the mat. Maybe gaze under your right arm. To find archer, you can flex your right toes as you engage your quadricep. Inhale, lengthen. Lower the right toes, they're lifted. Exhale, arm to the horizon, shoulders over the hips. Bump the hips back. Reach the right fingertips as far forward as they'll go. Tick-tock your right hand down, left arm to the sky. Finding your triangle pose. Imagine you're squeezed between two panes of glass, one in front, one behind. Stacking that left shoulder directly over the right. Gaze down to add balance. Gaze up to challenge your balance. Continue to find length through your fingertips. Bend into your front right knee, bent knee triangle. Press that right knee open using your right elbow. On your exhale, seal your left bicep to your left ear, extended side. Find length through your left fingertips all the way down to your left toes. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Left arm down your left leg or bind it around to your right hip. High five that wall behind you. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your right foot, pivot your left toes. Step your right foot back, come into your flow. Always an option to lower the knees or option to hover the leg. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through, runner's lunge. Both toes facing forward. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Shoulders stacked over the hips. To get deeper into your crescent, you can bend that back knee and press that heel back towards the floor. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, sweep both arms back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward. One more time. Inhale, lift. Exhale, hinge, sweep, and hold. Avoid letting your rib cage collapse to your thigh. As you hold that hinge forward, sweep both arms around front. Reach, reach, reach. Pivot your right toes, open your right arm out to the horizon, deep bend that left knee. Big breath in. Make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips, not leaning more this way or to the back. Big breath in. Big breath out. Once more, inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, warrior two, deep bend. Inhale, lift. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star. Bump the hips forward. Release your right hand to the outside of your right leg or bind it around to your left hip. Reach your left fingertips behind you. Reverse your triangle. To find archer, engage your front quadricep, flex your toe. Lower your toes, they're lifted. Exhale, arms to the horizon, shoulders over your hips. This time, bump your hips to the back of the mat. Reach your fingertips as far forward as they'll go. Left arm down, right arm to the sky, triangle pose. Connecting your breath. Big inhale. Big exhale. Make any adjustment, making sure that top shoulder stacked over the bottom. Reach those fingertips opposite direction, bend into that front left knee. Press the knee open using your left elbow. Hold the left side body. Seal your right bicep to your right ear. Reach through your right fingertips. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze up on that left arm. Right arm down the right leg or bind around to the left hip. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your front foot. Pivot your left toes. I was thinking pivot in my head already. All right, kick your left leg back, option to hover, option to lower the knees. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. We'll all meet back in downward facing dog. So we're going to combine those two flows. So we slowed it down. Now we're going to make it breath to movement. Combine those flows together, starting from the top. In your down dog. Lift your right leg to the sky. Three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, cross body crunch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Set it up for warrior one, pivot your back toes. Inhale, rise. Exhale, arms to the horizon, left arm under the right. Eagle arms, lift your chest. Exhale, crunch, humble warrior. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. Once more, inhale, lift, gentle back bend. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your bind, plant your hands to frame your right foot. Draw your right hip back. Take out a slight or full bend that front knee. Left hand remains on the inside of your your right foot, floor block. Reach your right arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Change here. Reach your right hand to the back of your mat. Continue down by your hip. Sweep it to frame your front foot. Pivot your left toes. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Second part of the flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent, hinge forward, both arms sweep back. Two more. Inhale, rise. Exhale, hinge and sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Draw both arms forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your left toes, open up, warrior two. Inhale, lift, big star for three. And bend. That's two. And bend, last one. Inhale, lift and stay. Reverse your triangle, left arm down your left leg or bind it around to the right hip. Bump the hips forward. Lean back, reach back. Arms out to the horizon. Bump the hips back, reach forward. Triangle pose. Gazing up or down. Finding length through your fingertips, bend into your front right knee. Pull the right knee bent, so your left bicep to your left ear. Inhale, lengthen. Commit to that bend in the right knee. And exhale, warrior. Reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down. Pivot your back foot. Frame your front toes. Come into your flow. Step your right leg back. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Exhale, down dog. Huddle up the heels, big breath in, big breath out. Inhale, left leg high. Exhale, left knee, left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Take it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Inhale, kick it back. Exhale, knee to nose, step it through. Lower your back heel. Toes at 45. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Exhale, arms to the horizon. Right arm under the left. Eagle arms. Inhale, lift, square out the chest. Exhale, crunch, right elbow to the inside of your left knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Continue to pull that left hip back. Inhale, rise. Exhale, crunch. Hold the crunch, release your bind, plant your hands to floor, blocks, framing your front foot. Draw that left hip back. Taking out a slight or full bend in that front knee, finding pyramid pose. Right hand on the inside of your left foot on the floor block. Inhale, left arm to the sky, revolve, pyramid. Reach your left fingertips back, down by your hip. Continue down by your left toes, pivot your right toes. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Back on track. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hinge forward, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep. Inhale, rise. Exhale, sweep and hold. Sweep both arms around forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your right toes, open up. Find your warrior two. Big breath in. Big breath out. Inhale, lift, big star, straighten the front leg, arms overhead. Exhale, warrior two, peer over your left toes. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift and stay. Release your right hand down your right leg or bind around to your left hip. Bump your hips forward, reverse your triangle. Inhale, arms to the horizon. Press the hips back, reach forward, triangle pose. Bend into your front knee, bent knee triangle. Reach through your fingertips. Seal your right bicep to your right ear. Reach, reach, reach. Commit to the bend of the front knee. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, cartwheel down, frame your foot. Set any props off to the side. Step your left foot back. Come into your flow. Exhale, return back to downward facing dog. All right, we're gonna run through that flow one more time. I'm gonna throw in a couple options. Feel free to add them, do them with me, or you can omit them and just hold the pose. Pedal up the heels, come back to your breath. Breathing in and out through your nose. Inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bend your right knee, stack your hip. Kick your right leg straight back, hips are square. Exhale, right knee to right elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, right knee to left elbow, change coming up. Stay here or kick your right foot through, reach your left arm to the sky, ball and triangle. Plant your left hand if it's lifted, knee to nose. Take it straight back. Exhale, step it through, warrior one. We're back on track, lower that back heel, inhale, rise. Exhale, arms down and out. Left arm under the right, lift the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, rise. Just 2 crunches. Exhale, crunch and hold. Release your hands to frame your right foot. Draw that right hip back. Find your pyramid pose. Left hand on the floor, block inside that front foot. Inhale, right arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Change here. Option, stay in your revolve pyramid or bend into your front knee, float your back foot for revolved half moon. Hips are square, back toes flexed. If you're in revolved pyramid, stay there. If you're in revolved half moon, bend into your front foot, plant your back foot, meeting back, and revolve pyramid. We'll all reach our right fingertips to the back of the mat, down by your hip, framing your front foot, pivot your left toes, inhale, rise up, high crescent, back on track, inhale, lengthen, exhale, lightning crescent, inhale, rise, exhale, lightning crescent, and hold, change here, stay in your lightning crescent or press off that back foot to find bird. Hands can stay behind you, they can come to heart center, the floor, or blocks. Hips are square, flex the back toes. If you're in lightning crescent, stay there. If you're in bird, bend your front knee, plant your foot, we'll all meet back in lightning crescent. Sweep both arms forward, big reach. Pivot your left toes, open up, warrior two. Deepen that front knee, come back to your breath. Inhale, lift, big star. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, lift and stay, change here. Bend into that back knee. Finding Skadasana, back of the mat, front leg is straight. You can stay high, Or you can sink your hips further down towards your left heel. Take what you need. You're welcome to play here. You can open your arms. You're a big star. Finding length through your fingertips. Release your hands back to heart center if you're in Tadasana. If you're in big star, we're all going to meet back in warrior two. Press off that back knee, bend your front foot, warrior two. Straighten your front leg, we're back on track. Reverse your triangle, gaze up towards the sky. Maybe you find archer by flexing your front toes. Lower your toes, they're lifted. Arms to the horizon. Reaching forward, triangle pose. Finding length here. Change coming up. Stay in triangle or press off of that back foot. Right hand can be on the floor block. Half moon. Flex your left toes. Your left foot can be on the floor. You can hover the floor a couple inches or a couple feet. Gazing down or up. If you're in triangle, stay there. If you're in half moon, bend into your front knee. Plant your back foot. We'll all return back to triangle pose. Bend into your front knee, bent knee triangle. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, seal your left bicep to your left ear, extended side. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze up, look up. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, change here. Pivot your toes along edge of the mat. We're going to find big star. Heels slightly in, toes slightly out. Big breath. Release your arms to the horizon. Now bind your hands behind your back. Puff out your chest. Gaze up, look up. Exhale, forward fold. You can keep the bind, or you can release it at any time. Big breath in. Big breath out. You still have your hands binded. Gently release them to the floor. Staying here for 2 rounds of breath. You can find complete stillness, or maybe it's a gentle sway side to side. Take what you need. 1 more round of breath. Put your arms to the floor if they're still binded. Walk your hands over to your front foot. Pivot your toes, runner's lunge. Left hand to the inside of your right foot. Inhale, reach your right arm to the sky, runner's lunge. Stay here or pivot your left hip to the floor, finding horizon lunge. Reach your right fingertips back. Inhale, we'll all return back to runner's lunge. Plant your right hand. Step your right foot back, come into your flow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lower. All the way back in downward facing dog. All right, that is your final flow. We're going to repeat it once more on the left side. Using my voice as a guide. Pelling out your heels. You are welcome to stay in any pose. Find any flow that suits you. Maybe it's even returning back to child's pose. Again, just using my voice as a guide. Inhale, left leg to the sky. Bend your left knee, stack your hip. Square out your left leg, hips in line. Exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, kick it straight back. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Change here. Stay or kick it through. Ball in triangle. Option to hover that bottom leg. Option to reach your right arm to the sky. Plant your right hand if it's lifted, knee to nose. Kick it straight back. Exhale, step it through, runner's lunge. Lower your back heel, set it up for warrior one. Inhale, rise. Arms to the horizon, right arm under the left, eagle arms. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, humble warrior crunch 2 times. Lift. Exhale, crunch and stay. Release your bind. Frame your left foot on the floor of blocks. Draw that left hip back. Right hip presses forward, pyramid pose. Right hand to the inside of your left foot on the floor block, left arm to the sky, revolve pyramid. Continue to pull that left hip back. Notice the rotation in your hips, stretching the outer left leg. Stay here and revolve pyramid. If you want to find revolve half moon, bend into your front knee. Plant your right hand a step forward, lift your back leg. Hips are square, back toes are flexed down towards the floor. If you're in revolved pyramid, stay there. If you're in revolved half moon, bend into your front knee. Lower your back foot. We'll all be back in revolved pyramid. Release your left hand to the back of the mat, by your hip, outside your left foot, pivot your right toes. Inhale, rise up, high crescent. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, lightning crescent. Inhale, rise. Exhale, lightning crescent, and stay. Change here, press off that back foot, find your bird, or stay in lightning crescent. Hips once again are square, toes flex down the floor. Hands can come to the floor, blocks. If you're in bird, bend your front knee, lower your back leg, we'll all be back in lightning crescent. Sweep both arms forward, reach, reach, reach. Pivot your right toes, open up, warrior two. Deep bend that left knee. Inhale, lift. This is my favorite stretch out of that warrior two. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Stay here to find Tadasana. We're going to bend that back right knee, keeping that front leg straight. You can stay high, maybe come down a little bit lower, or you can sink your hips all the way down. Hands can come to the floor, blocks. You tried it on the other side, maybe you want to open your wings on this side. And add some movement to those left toes. The block is covering my foot. Can't see it, I am wiggling my toes. All right, we'll all return back to center. If you're in big star, stay there. We're all going to come back to warrior two. If you're in Skadasana, we're going to surf to warrior two. Press off that back knee, straighten that back leg, bend into your front knee, warrior two. Inhale, straighten that left leg. Reverse your triangle. Bump your hips forward. Gaze under your left armpit. Maybe find archer. Lower your front toes if they're lifted. Arms to the horizon. Flow right into triangle pose, bumping the hips back. Reaching forward to the crown of your head. Avoid letting your ribcage collapse to your thigh. If you want to find half moon, bend into your front knee. Left hand on the floor on a block at any height. Right leg lifts or gently taps the floor. You are more than welcome to stay in triangle pose. If you fall out of any part of your practice, just come back into it. It's all part of your journey. If you're in half moon, gently bend your front knee. Plant your right toes so long into the mat. We'll all return back to pyramid pose. Bend into your front knee, bend knee triangle. Exhale, seal your right bicep to your right ear. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reverse your warrior. Gaze up on your left armpit. Inhale, find big star. Pivot your left toes. Toes in, heels slightly out. Release your arms to the horizon. Option to bind the hands or keep the arms out. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slow, controlled, wide-legged forward fold. Once you arrive, release your hands to the floor. You can find a ragdoll, grabbing opposite elbows. You can find complete stillness, or maybe it's a gentle sway of your hips. One of my favorite shoulder stretches in a wide-legged fold is flipping your fingertips to the opposite end of your mat through your heels. Planting your palms, feeling the stretch between your shoulder blades. In your heels. Return back to center. Walk your hands over to your front foot. Sending your props off to the side. Pivot your toes, coming back to your runner's lunge. Right hand is on the floor, blocked inside of your left foot. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Runner's lunge with a twist. Stay here for horizon lunge. Pivot to the outer edge of each foot. Dip your right hip back. Reach your left fingertips to the inside of your right ankle. Inhale, we'll all return back to runner's lunge. Plant your left hand to the outside of your left foot. Step your left foot back. Come into your flow. Exhale down. Pedal it out and back to your breath. Lifting high off your heels. Bend your knees and draw your knees towards the edge of the mat. Make a diamond shape with your legs. Once your knees arrive, untuck your toes. Now press your hips back, finding child's pose right where clasp began. Maybe a gentle sway side to side. Taking notice how this feels in your body compared to the start of practice. Now rise to tabletop. Lower to your left or right hip. Sweep your feet around to the top of the mat. Knees to the sky, feet on the floor. You have those two blocks, we're going to use them. You only have one, place it between your knees. If you have two, place one between your knees. Place the other between your palms. Squeeze your palms, squeeze your knees. Feet stay grounded, inhale, lengthen. Exhale, slowly lower all the way down. As slow as you can. Gaze towards your navel. As you arrive, head, neck, and shoulders. Gently tap that block overhead with your palms. Inhale, arms overhead. If you have a block, set it off to the side. Keep the block between your knees. Walk your heels close in towards your glutes, knees to the sky. Arms by your side, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Exhale, lower down. Flip your palms in towards your body, pinkies down, thumbs up. Inhale, hips and arms lift, thumbs tap. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. We're going to add on this time. Inhale, hips and arms lift. Hold the hips high, flip your palms to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms. Keep squeezing your glutes, maybe lift higher. Inhale, arms overhead. Flip your palms in towards your midline. Exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, hips and arms lift, squeeze. Maybe lifting one more inch of your hips, palms to the sky. Exhale, cactus your arms. Inhale, find length overhead. Palms slip in, exhale, lower the hips, lower the arms. Keep squeezing that block. All right, draw your knees into your chest. Release that block off to the side. Curl yourself into a tight ball, grabbing a hold of your shins or the back side of your thighs. Maybe find a gentle roll side to side. Gently sway back through center, lower back press into the mat. Bring the soles of the feet to the sky for happy baby. Continue to grab the back side of your thighs, the outer edge of your calf, or the outer edge of your foot. Whatever feels comfortable in your practice today without forcing it. If you're swaying, come back to center. Right leg to the sky, extend your left leg long, single leg happy baby, flex your left toes. Release your right foot, calf or thigh, bind your hands on your right shin for wind removing pose. Right knee tracks out towards your right shoulder. Lower your left foot, release the bind on your right shin. Left hand to the outside of your right knee. Draw your knee across your midline over to the left side. Both shoulders grounded. Right knee taps the floor, a block, or just hovers in space. You can reach your right arm long, gazing over your right shoulder. Keeping your left leg long, right knee bent, come back to center, both hips grounded. Plant your right foot on the inside of your left leg for reclined tree. Right foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your left toes, inhale, lift your left leg for 3. Lower to a hover. That's 2. And lower. Inhale, lift your left leg to the sky. Keep the toes flexed. Cross your left ankle over the right thigh, figure 4. Maybe walk your right heel closer in towards your glutes. Cactus your arms. Press into your right foot, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower down to that one more time. Inhale, squeeze and lift. Exhale, lower. Allow your knees to fall from side to side. Keeping both shoulders grounded while one hip lifts and lowers. One more time in each direction. Gently come back to center. Holding the figure 4, lift your right foot off of the floor, knee over your hip. You can weave your hands behind your right thigh, or you can bend your right knee more and plant your hands on your right shin. Recline pigeon. For a deeper stretch, release your head, neck, and shoulders. Release your bind, plant your right foot. Plant your left foot to meet the right. Tuck your knees back into your chest. Return to your happy baby. Soles of your feet to the sky. Knees tracking wide, avoiding your rib cage. Gently sway back through center, left foot to the sky, extend your right leg long. Flex your right toes. Release your left foot, heel in towards your glutes, find your hands on your left shin. When removing pose on the left side. Add some movement to your left foot. Find using your right hand to the outside of your left knee. Gently draw your left knee across your midline over to the right side. Gazing up or over your left shoulder for a supine twist. To center, right leg long. Left knee bent, bring the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right leg for reclined tree. Letting go of any tension that you may be holding. Get your left foot on the floor, knee to the sky. Flex your right toes, inhale, lift for 3. Lower to a hover. That's 2. Lower. Inhale, lift, keep the right toes flexed. Cross your right ankle over your left thigh, draw your right knee away from your midline. Reach your arms to the sky. Stay here, or maybe you grab opposite elbows for a ragdoll. Stretching the front side of your body. You can walk your left toe closer in towards your glutes. Squeezing everything, lift your hips, figure 4 bridge. Exhale, lower. Once more, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower down. Keeping both shoulders grounded, allow your knees to fall from side to side. Direction. Gently return back to center, holding that figure 4. Release the bind of your hands, lift your left foot, weave your hands behind your left thigh, or plant your hands on your left shin. Recline pigeon. Chin can remain tucked, or you can lower your head, neck, and shoulders for a deeper stretch. Release the bind of your hands, plant your left foot. Release your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, reach your arms and legs long in opposite direction. Full body stretch. Tuck your knees back into your chest once more. Plant your feet on the floor, grabbing a block. Pressing into the soles of your feet, lift your hips. Slide that block underneath your hips on the lowest end. Feeling the grounding sensation as you release the front side of your hips. Left knee stays bent, extend your right leg long. Intensifying that stretch on the right side. Keeping the right leg straight, extend your left leg long to meet the right. Maybe your heels touch, toes fall open. Left leg remains long, bending your right knee. Walk your left foot in to meet the right. Begin to release the soles of your feet to the sky. Flexing your toes, actively stretching long in opposite directions. Imagine you're stamping the sole of your foot to the ceiling ahead of you as you're pressing your sacrum into the block, into the mat. Stay here, begin to reach your fingers towards your toes. Maybe you add some movement, pointing, flexing, circling out, everything moving, all claps. Release your feet to the floor, knees to the sky. Press into the soles of your feet, squeeze your glutes, lift your hips. Set the block off to the side. Send your arms and legs long in opposite direction, full body stretch, reaching. Create a tiny arch in your lower back. Imagine someone's pulling your limbs in opposite directions. On your next exhale, release your arms by your side. Allow your heels to come closer. Toes relaxed open. Releasing the front side of your body. Pinkies in, thumbs out, palms up to receive. Or any final resting pose for you. You can use any props. Coming back to your breath. Noticing your belly rise on your inhales. Belly falls on your exhales. Scanning your body for what needs release. Relaxing your forehead and space between your eyebrows. Relaxing your jaw. Relaxing your shoulders, lengthening your collarbone. Relax your glutes and your quads, your calves and your toes. Maybe coming back to your intention. Your final resting pose in Shavasana. Begin to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing awareness back to your body, back into your breath. Draw your knees into your chest, crossing one ankle over the other. Rock and roll yourself a few times along your spine for a gentle spine massage. As many times as you'd like before coming up to a comfortable seat at the center of your mat. You're always welcome to use a block into your hips. Maybe allow your tailbone to rock side to side. Gently sway back through center. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, cactus your arms, bend your elbows, lift your gaze. Inhale, reach arms overhead. Exhale, right hand to the outside of your left knee. Twist looking over your left shoulder. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Gently gazing over your right shoulder. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, hands to heart. I invite you to bow as we close our eye and bring our thumb towards our third eye in prayer. Thank you so much for allowing me to share my practice with you. The light, love, and yogi in me honors, cherishes, and respects the light, love, and yogi in each and every one of you. Have a wonderful rest of your day.